Hello everyone and welcome to the University of Chester's Volunteer Celebration event. Every year we come together to celebrate all the amazing student volunteers who contribute so much to the communities they work with. And each year our team is continually inspired by the amount of volunteering that takes place. Today we will once again be rewarding those students who have completed one or more of our UCV awards. These are students that have dedicated time to exploring their volunteer journey in more depth, reflecting on their skills and experiences, as well as logging a phenomenal amount of volunteer hours. We also have some brilliant guest speakers today, including some of our project leaders and last year's Volunteer of the Year. We are also excited to celebrate our Choice Award finalists and announce the winners, as well as announce this year's Volunteer of the Year. Please get involved and tweet and Instagram during the event. Tag us in your stories at UOC Volunteering and use the hashtag Volunteers of UOC so we can reshare our favourites. I would now like to welcome Pro Vice-Chancellor Professor Helen Galbraith, who is our first guest speaker this afternoon and will be sharing some of the volunteer stories and highlights from this year.
Hello and thank you. As this academic year draws to a close, we reflect on the inspirational stories and successes of our student volunteers. Despite the challenges of the past year, the pandemic has in no way impeded our students' devotion to helping others. In fact, despite limitations, it has motivated them to seek out opportunities and make a difference. This has been demonstrated through the incredible 8,905 hours our student volunteers have logged since August 2020 alone. As we found ourselves in a blended university experience, our students made the most of their circumstances to make sure that university, local and even national communities have received much needed support during unprecedented times. Over the past year, we have heard so many great stories of student volunteers, tutoring school pupils as they faced the disrupted academic year, counselling individuals and listening to their worries and concerns during times of particularly high demand, leading groups from scouts and guiding to university societies so that individuals could be connected during times of distancing, and even volunteering on the front line at vaccination centres, helping in the latest steps towards bringing people together once again. Displaying their resilience and determination, our project leaders also made sure our student-led projects were able to continue where possible and saw success stories like never before. We have even witnessed the establishment of Warrington in Arms, a new charitable initiative created and developed by our very own students to support and supply provisions for some of the most vulnerable people in the local area. Even the smallest of actions from individuals can make the biggest difference. This is a message that our students have not only heard, but have taken to heart too. The charitable initiatives they have involved themselves with have allowed our student volunteers to truly reflect and appreciate the opportunities they can still take part in. Their unwavering kindness and dedication have contributed to the continuation of support that so many want and need during these challenging times and beyond. This past year has shown time and time again that the university community has the strength and compassion to come together and support others. Our volunteers' generosity when they themselves were, and still are, facing a world like never before is nothing short of incredible. And so today, we take this moment to thank you, our amazing volunteers, and recognise you for all the work you have done and continue to do. Your university is so proud of you. We hope you enjoy today's celebration event as we come together to celebrate our volunteer and charity providers' achievements.
The first award of the event is UCV Silver Award. For this, students need to have accumulated a minimum of 40 hours volunteering and have completed all of the UCV Silver sections of the workbook. The winners of the UCV Silver Award are is the UCV Gold Award. For this, students needed another 60 hours of volunteering, so 100 in total, and also do a number of tasks including attending a workshop and writing a reflective essay. The UCV Gold Award winners are
Congratulations again to our UCV Silver and Gold Award winners. Now it's time for our next UCV award, the UCV Platinum. To receive the award this year, students needed to have completed another 100 volunteer hours, so at least 200 in total, which is a massive achievement. In addition to this, volunteers needed to have completed a written piece reflecting on their volunteering and the impact it's had on themselves and their community, as well as deliver a presentation to a panel of staff. Our UCV Platinum Award winners are huge congratulations to all of our UCV Platinum Award winners. The penultimate award is the UCV Platinum Plus Award, which is given to volunteers who have given over 300 hours of their time to volunteering. What an amazing achievement. Please give it up for our Platinum Plus Award winners.
Last but certainly not least are our UCV Excellence Award winners. Our student volunteers are truly exceptional, and so we wanted to add a final award to recognise those who have stepped up even higher and completed over 500 hours of volunteering during their time at university. What a phenomenal achievement. Congratulations to Congratulations to all of our amazing UCV award winners. What a fantastic achievement.
Hi everyone, I'm Louise and I'm the Volunteer Coordinator within the Volunteering and Mentoring team. One of the main aspects of my role is to support our student-led projects, and so we'd like to go on to tell you a little bit about those. Student-led projects are projects run by students for students. Students can either take the lead in a project that's been developed by the team, or they can come up with their own idea and we can support them to get it established. We offer training, resources and support, but the hard work comes from the project leaders themselves. This year, the students who've stepped up to the task of leading the projects have shown absolutely amazing commitment, leadership and enthusiasm. Many have had to adapt their projects on numerous occasions as a result of the change in government guidance, and we've been so impressed by their resilience and determination to keep their projects going in the safest way possible. They've gone above and beyond anything we could have imagined, and they've made such a big difference to the communities and causes that they support. For the next part of our event, we'd like to introduce our next guest speakers, the amazing project leaders for our Chester Student Dog Walking project. The project's in its third year now, and it's the most successful it's been, which is a huge testament to the project leaders considering the year that they've faced. I'll now hand over to Georgina, Amethyst, Rebecca and Georgia to tell you a little bit about what they've been up to this past year. Over to you.
Hi, we are Chester Student Dog Walkers. My name is Georgia.
I'm Georgina.
I'm Amethyst.
And I'm Rebecca.
We have been the leaders for this project over the past year, and through the help of our student volunteers, we have provided free dog walking for our old or vulnerable members of the community who are unable to walk their dogs themselves. This allows owners to continue to care for their dogs in a loving home without the worry of not being able to walk them. This year, we were really excited to see our dog walking family grow with the recruitment of 11 more dogs, the highest number of dogs we've had on the project since it started 3 years ago. Through rain or shine, our volunteers have carried out their assigned walks and ensured the safety of the owners and their fellow volunteers. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we have not been able to meet our volunteers face to face. However, we have loved getting to know them through our Christmas Zoom quiz and Teams chats.
It has been amazing to carry on the project this year, given the situation with COVID and all the restrictions the nation has gone through. With some tweaks to our health and safety policy, we've managed to not only keep the project going, but also reach out to more owners than ever before. With lockdowns and COVID, it has been really important to keep the project running to be able to support our owners as much as possible, particularly those who would be classed as vulnerable. Even without the pandemic, the project is really valuable, as it means that dogs get to stay happy in the care of their owners, and the owners themselves are not struggling to get out for daily walks. Even now, with restrictions to student travel following Christmas, we still currently have 7 sets of volunteers who can get out walking, covering 15 different walking slots, which highlights the amazing impact the volunteers have had on this project. Not only are there benefits to the dogs, but often volunteers also stop and have a chat, socially distanced of course, with the owners at the ends of their walks. Given the restrictions on socialising that have been in place for so long, we know the owners really appreciate the chance to talk to other people, and both the volunteers and the owners benefit from this opportunity.
To ensure the safety of everyone involved in this project during the coronavirus pandemic, we've had to make a few changes to our delivery, developing updated health and safety protocols regarding PPE, social distancing, and household bubbles, as well as ensuring as much consistency between volunteers and owners as possible. This has ranged from delivering our training sessions via Microsoft Teams to providing volunteers with their own packs of gloves, hand sanitizer, dog waste bags, and face masks where necessary. With many of the owners we work with being considered vulnerable, it was more important than ever before that our project continued to run, but it was also vital that we enhanced our health and safety protocols to minimise any potential for disease transmission and to adhere to government restrictions and the best available science.
Throughout this project, I've learned a range of skills, team working with other project leaders and leadership skills to make sure both owners and volunteers are in contact and happy with how the project is going. This project helps the well-being of students, especially during these times by getting them out to help their mental health, a bonus of being with dogs. The project also helps students to feel part of a community they are living in by interacting with owners and other students. Many students have created friendships with their partners who they walk with at the university. We would like to thank all volunteers on this project, as without them the project wouldn't be running. We know that all dogs and owners appreciate them. We're endlessly grateful to every owner for their patience as we've organised walks for their dogs around ever-changing guidance, and to every volunteer for their flexibility and adaptability during this time. And of course to the volunteering and mentoring team for all their support. Everyone's teamwork and resilience are to be commended, and that's why we are so excited to be able to celebrate everyone's volunteering achievements this evening.
A big thank you to our dog walking project leaders there, and I'd just like to say as well a massive thank you to all of our project leaders for the hard work that you've put in this year. You've all done amazingly and you should be incredibly proud of what you've managed to achieve.
We will now be celebrating our Choice Awards. These 3 awards have been designed to provide students, charities and university staff the chance to recognise and celebrate outstanding volunteers or the provision of an outstanding volunteering experience. We have 3 awards: the Charity's Choice, Student's Choice and the University's Choice. We have once again had an amazing response from staff, students and charities who have nominated some truly inspiring people. These nominations have been shortlisted and reviewed by a panel of impartial cross-departmental staff who chose the winners and runners-up. We will be hearing from the people who nominated our finalists, sharing the reasons why they think they deserve this award. It has been very close between all those shortlisted, but we have 3 fantastic finalists for each of our awards, and we can't wait to announce our winners.
The first category we'll be awarding is the Students' Choice Award. We know we have excellent charities who provide our student volunteers with amazing and worthwhile volunteer experiences. Every year we ask our student volunteers to nominate a charity who they believe have provided them with an outstanding volunteer experience, whether that be through developmental opportunities, flexibility, or the chance to make a difference within the organisation. Let's hear more about the 3 finalists from those who have nominated them.
Hi there, my name's Anna Jackson and I volunteer with the West Cheshire Bereavement Service at the Hospice of the Good Shepherd. I've been involved with them now for about 2 years and I wanted to nominate them for this award because they are actually an amazing place to volunteer for. A lot of people worry about volunteering at a hospice, but I find it absolutely amazing. It's an honour to work with the people that I work with and to work with the clients that I'm involved with. But the team is amazing. They provide us with so much support, supervision, anything we need from behind the scenes. So you feel like a real integral part of that team. So it was an absolute no-brainer to nominate them for this award, and I wish them all a massive amount of luck.
I nominate Changing Lives Together, Cheshire's Buddy and Befriender Service for my Student Choice Award. I have chosen this charity because they've been so welcoming and friendly since I joined in last June. There weren't as many student volunteers from the University of Chester when I joined, and the team was so welcoming and let me join in their other Zoom calls for their socials that they had with the general public who volunteer. This made me feel so much more included and less alone. I'm so grateful for them.
I nominated our West Cheshire for a Student Choice Award because they've provided me with an amazing experience volunteering in their marketing department. I always feel valued as a volunteer and I'm always thanked for my work at the end of every session. My manager is extremely supportive and she's given everybody in the marketing team their own project for which they're the marketing lead, which has been really great because it's enabled us all to gain amazing skills for our CV. Myself and all of the marketing team at Dial West Cheshire would love for them to win this award because they're an amazing charity and they've provided us with a great volunteering experience.
A huge congratulations to our Students' Choice Award winner, Hospice of the Good Shepherd. And well done to our 2 runners-up, Dial House and Changing Lives Together. It was wonderful to hear all about the volunteer experiences you provided our students this past year. A huge congratulations once again to our Students' Choice Award winner 2021, Hospice of the Good Shepherd.
Our final award in this series is the Charities' Choice Award. Every year, so many students give their time in support of local charities, bringing enthusiasm, commitment and fresh ideas. The Charities' Choice is a chance for our charity partners to recognise those students who have truly gone above and beyond in their volunteer role and to reward those who have truly made a difference. This year, the standard of nominations was incredibly high, so let's learn more about our 3 finalists and why they were nominated.
We have nominated Lucy for the Charities' Choice Awards. Lucy truly understands what it means to represent a charity and is always thinking about our clients and our cause when undertaking her work. She's a real pleasure to have on the team. She's organised, professional, approachable and a very intelligent person. She's undertaken some really complex projects with us and is currently the marketing lead for our income generation project, which is really going to steer the organisation's future. This shows what trust and respect she's built with us in a very short time. She's a real inspiration.
Hi, I'm Gary, the Scout Leader for the Seagull Scouts Grove Scout Group, and I've nominated Heather for this year's Charities' Choice Award. Heather's been involved in scouting since she joined Beavers at the age of 6. She was our young leader, and when she became 18, she signed up to start her training to become an assistant scout leader while studying in college and now at Chester University. Heather's been invaluable with our running of our scout section, but her enthusiasm and commitment have shone through over the past year, where due to COVID we've had to move scouting online. In addition to running the online sessions, she even ran a virtual camp on Zoom, which involved the scouts taking part in activities just like they'd do on a real camp. This was a great success, and she received lots of positive feedback from the scouts and their parents. I was also especially grateful to Heather when I was taken ill and couldn't run scouts for a while. She stepped in to take charge at short notice and did a fantastic job. Thank you, Heather, and very well done.
The Access Project has nominated Rachel for this year's Charities' Choice Award. Describing Rachel as a role model to the young people she supports, the organisation and its service users have cited her determination and dedication to enriching a young person's life to be especially inspiring. Despite the challenges schools have faced this past year, this has not stopped Rachel from raising the aspirations and academic enrichment of the people she volunteers with. Delivering weekly tutorials and plans, Rachel has boosted the confidence of many GCSE students and helped them realise their full potential. She truly deserves this nomination, and we wish her all the luck in everything she does. You should be so proud of all the achievements and the impact you have already made through your volunteering.
Many congratulations to Heather and well done to Rachel and Lucy. You should all be so proud of your achievements, and it's clear you've made a massive difference to the organisations you volunteer with. Congratulations once again to Heather, our Charities' Choice winner 2021.
Our next award is the University's Choice. Many of our students give their time to support the university community, which is greatly appreciated by our staff and the wider university. This award was created to provide a platform for staff to recognise and reward students who have shown exceptional commitment to volunteering on university projects. Let's learn more about our 3 finalists from the staff who nominated them.
Hello, my name's Helen Fruin. I'm one of the lecturers in social work alongside my colleague, Dr. Valerie Gant, and we're really proud to nominate one of our students, our first year student, Martika Hoather. Martika had an awful injury before she came to uni last year, and she's still in a lot of pain and has lots of treatment. But she has been an absolute inspiration to us and to her other students, particularly during COVID. Martika was inspired by one of our visiting lecturers who came in to talk about his experience of homelessness. And what she did then was form a group in the Warrington Town Centre for homeless people. And hopefully you can see on here on the screen, the community project, which made the local Guardian newspaper in Warrington. And Martika has been wonderful in her work, very selfless. She's basically, and here she is here, if hopefully you can see it on the screen, doing this charity work with her colleagues. They've set up Warrington in Arms at night, which involves the students going out several nights a week to give food, to support all the people in the local community in the Warrington Town Centre who are experiencing homelessness. This is above and beyond what we think our students are doing, and we're really, really proud of the fact that she's been able to do this. And here are our other colleagues here from her course. Again, in the middle of winter, they were doing this alongside their studies, alongside contending with COVID, etc. So a huge, huge achievement, which we're really proud of them of. So we're hoping that she will be a successful candidate for this year's awards. And we do hope that we can congratulate her and all of her colleagues for all the hard work they've done. We're really, really proud of her, and we hope that it's a successful event for her and everybody else. Well done, and thank you again.
I'm delighted that Alana has been selected as a finalist for the University's Choice Award. Alana is deeply committed to social inclusion and to social justice. and has demonstrated that in her work supporting international students at Warrington and in setting up the university's first Cultural Awareness Society. But her influence stretches far beyond our own institution, and her empowerment project is committed to raising international voices from across the whole of the UK. Leading conferences, arranging events, and gathering support, Alana has showed incredible tenacity and resilience in leading this project. And indeed, beyond the UK, Alana has been involved in a project in Uganda that aims to improve the well-being and mental health of women there. All this while studying for a social work degree. Alana, you are an inspiration, and I'm so glad that we can celebrate all of your achievements through this award today. Well done.
Hello, I'm Yvette Heatley. I'm a lecturer within the Faculty of Health and Social Care, and I'm the project lead for the SQA project. So the Student Quality Ambassador project is a regional programme that empowers healthcare students to get involved with service development, quality improvement projects, as well as getting involved with regional work to improve the outcomes of healthcare students too. So I've nominated Vanessa Hiller for a volunteer award at Chester University for a number of reasons really. Mainly because Vanessa's been so active within the Student Quality Ambassador project since she joined last year. And she's really represented what SQA is all about within the student empowerment group, because she's really keen to improve student well-being. And as part of that, she's coordinated a project on Aula to connect students, because we were hearing students were feeling very isolated. So she's really gone beyond what would have usually been expected of a student really, because she wanted to bring everyone together, and she still remains very active on Aula. Vanessa has represented SQA and the Student Voice as part of faculty committee meetings, and actively contributes to conversations around student experience, around placement expansion, and that links into key work streams within Health Education England, including work such as enabling effective learning environments. And this aims to rejuvenate the learning environment and give students a really good learning experience and keep them actually getting well-rounded, qualified staff at the end of their programme. So she's been key in that. And as well as this, Vanessa has been part of a chief nursing officer panel, which is a regional panel, and that's involved in key strategic decision making, and she's been part of that. So she really gets involved, and she's just really enthusiastic. And ultimately, Vanessa just encompasses everything that the Student Quality Ambassador project is all about, as well as being a fantastic role model for Chester students and pre-registration students. Her enthusiasm, commitment and drive are really commendable, particularly with her being in the first year of her pre-reg nursing programme. She's just fantastic, and we're so glad to have her in Chester University and as part of the SQA project too. So thank you, Vanessa, and good luck.
Congratulations to our winner, Alana, and well done to our two runners-up, Martika and Vanessa. You have all done remarkable things whilst at university, which is clearly demonstrated by the strength of your nominations. Huge congratulations once again to Alana, our University's Choice winner 2021. Our final award this afternoon is our Volunteer of the Year, awarded to a student identified by the team as having made a significant contribution and acts as an ambassador for student volunteering. Before we announce this year's surprise winner, we are thrilled to introduce last year's winner and graduate, Steph Taylor. Steph was an extremely dedicated and active volunteer, volunteering over 600 hours whilst at university. After we have heard from Steph, I am pleased to welcome back our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Eunice Simmons, who will be announcing this year's Volunteer of the Year. But first, please welcome Steph Taylor.
Hi, I'm Steph Taylor, and now graduated volunteer enthusiast and all-round busybody. I started at the university in 2017, a young-ish student who felt like that Year 7 pupil in high school, transitioning from college to the big wide world of university. It was daunting, scary, and quite frankly, a big thing to do. I had one goal, that was to do well and get my degree and make it to my graduation. I told myself to not get involved in anything. I had to focus on my work and not get distracted. I didn't party, I barely socialised, and I classed myself as a geek. A few weeks into my first year, I noticed how fun it looked to be red tea. I was already getting distracted by the thought of helping out. We got visited by the guys from both careers and employability and from volunteering. The opportunities sounded incredible, and I was told that you could get rewards, which I'm a sucker for. The thing is, I'd been volunteering since the day I turned 16 due to my mum volunteering all her life. Therefore, it was in my blood and I was always itching for those opportunities. After a few months, I decided to really get to know the campus so I could then get trained up as a student ambassador and help at open days, as well as signing up as a star representative for my photography class. Fast forward a year and I had already gained 300 hours of volunteering, started up my own wheelchair basketball club on campus and started gaining points for my Chester Difference Award. By this point, I was saying yes to everything and anything, both volunteering inside and outside of university, as I was already helping at my wheelchair basketball club and various charities, so to be able to log my hours, it was perfect. I then applied for and won a valedictory award for outstanding contribution to community. This was an incredible moment in my life, not only for me, but to be in one place surrounded by lots of other people who had the same mindset as me. I then went on to join the Student Council as the Invisible Disability Rep and became a Chester Difference Award Student Volunteer Officer. When I look back over my 3 years at the university, it really hits home how much I got involved. Within university, I was a star, student ambassador, Red Tea, Student Council, CDA officer, and I set my own club up. Outside of uni, I was PR media volunteer at my basketball club, photographer and all-round help at Cheshire and Warrington Carers. I helped at various events in my community, photographer and fundraiser for Maggie's Cancer Charity, and then a volunteer for sports work running 2-hour sessions for children with autism. I still cannot believe I did all of this over 3 years. Without the help, confidence boost and belief people had in me, I wouldn't have achieved half as much of this. Someone once said to me, "But why would you want to give your time for free when you could be earning?" My reply, because when I do something for money, it's because it's the money that's keeping me there. I do these things because I enjoy it, I love it, and it feels incredible giving my time to those who need it. Why make some charity out of pocket when I could just give my time? They stop for a second and realise that sometimes one act of kindness can really help others. Not everything has to be about money, just giving those few hours can mean the world to someone else. And for me, seeing people smile and laugh is the equivalent to being paid. I can tell you that when I first arrived, I started with a half-full toolbox. By the end, I definitely filled that toolbox up. I gained knowledge, experience, trust, confidence, friends, clients, and a whole host of other skills. I learned to believe in myself, not to be cocky, but understand I did have skills and talents I could offer to other people. I jumped at opportunities and got in there. I had to put my anxieties aside and show that I was the person they wanted. I always walked around with a business card, contact details, somewhere to view my portfolio, not for job opportunities, but for volunteering opportunities. By the end of uni, I had given over 600 hours of my time to volunteering. Now that I've left, those opportunities are still floating around, but due to COVID, I've had to step right back on what I do. But I have been made volunteer coordinator at my wheelchair basketball club, alongside PR and media. I have so far created a brand new website for the club and attended many online courses and Zoom meetings. I've used my skills to create my own new website, and I'm still networking. I even had an opportunity to give my details to someone at my GP whilst getting my COVID vaccine because we got talking. These opportunities are always there. You just need to know where and how to look and notice them. If you are considering volunteering, then my advice is absolutely go for it. whether it's helping at your local cattery, helping a charity out, offering your skills and talents, going to network events, or just writing a letter to people who are feeling lonely. It all counts. At the end of the day, you probably would have spent those 3 hours playing video games or doing something else. Why not use those hours to do something productive, something fun and rewarding? Just look at what happened with the pandemic. Loads of people stepped up and got involved. Volunteers are running COVID centres, volunteers are bringing food to people's doors and making a difference. As I always like to say, a world of volunteers is a world that moves forward.
Thank you. The next award was introduced for the first time last year to recognise an individual who's made a significant impact through volunteering during their time at the University of Chester. The volunteering and mentor team get to know our student volunteers throughout their time at university and have recognised that sometimes, despite their amazing efforts, some volunteers don't receive the recognition they truly deserve. This year, the recipient of Volunteer of the Year award is a student who has proven time and time again to be someone who strives to make a difference, taking any opportunity possible to create networks between students and connect the university and local communities together. They're a leader without expectation of reward, and this student has logged over 620 voluntary hours during their time at the university, giving their time to support those in the wider community, whether that be through their work as a shop assistant for Oxfam, supporting children with their education through Passion for Learning or bookmark reading, giving young people a connection through Post Pals, or even giving a person in the local community a voice and a listening ear as a Cheshire CDT befriender. So alongside local volunteering, the students also sought out opportunities to involve themselves with national efforts through micro-volunteering, finding a passion for nature through observation of wildlife for iNaturalist, Instant Wild and Zoo Inverse, as well as taking part in the Butterfly Conservation's Big Butterfly Count. They've also found time to be an Open Day ambassador, Welcome Week volunteer, student dog walker, president of the Drama Society and a project leader. So you can see this individual supports and welcomes fellow students throughout their student journey. Involvement as a project leader in Letters Against Loneliness enabled this project to expand beyond expectation in our unforeseen virtual world, and its success was recently shared on BBC Merseyside Radio. So in summary, this student's been a great credit to the university and deserves every success they achieve now and in their future career. It gives me great pleasure to announce the 2021 Student Volunteer of the Year recipient, Olivia White.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. What a perfect way to end the event. Before we sign off, we'd just like to thank AV for putting the video together, our other guest speakers, Dr. Helen Galbraith, Steph Taylor, Rebecca, Georgina, Georgia and Amethyst, our dog walking project leaders, and of course you, our volunteers and attendees. This event couldn't have been possible without you.